All right, Yu-Gi-Oh players, we got a Genesis December points update. And going over this, looks like there's a lot of things being adjusted. Main thing right here, it's Stroll's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Yeah, because Stroll being 5 points, disgusting. Even in Genesis form, shuts down everything. So let's go over it. Severe performance outliers. So Draco Tail 5 mana, going from 20 to 30. Good. The Draco Tail deck was already like kind of overperforming, and it pretty much felt like it was the best deck to play besides like other other engines, kind of like punk, just psychic stuff. And same with the runic and the radiant typhoon stuff. So Kiru Draco Tail from 10 to 15. So this engine is just going to be a lot more. Draco Tail Flame from 0 to 3. Droll and Lockbird 5 to 25. Much needed. Nibiru 5 to 6. Uh, sure. Maybe a little more. Who knows? Maybe make it a 0. Does really up to you. Cicada King from 5 to 10. That checks the MST deck, the runic MST deck, because a lot of it was free. And now we have Chant and Eldam from 0 to 10 and 0 to 7 respectively. Totem Bird, another just M board piece for MST from 3 to 10. Cards that attack the deck and extra decks. So runic tip or stuff like that. And we already have hits to the Hecka hand coming in Phantom Revenge. So it's gonna be 5 points for Gygus, 10 points for Xeno, 5 for the Killer Tune Clip, and 5 for Killer Tune Q. I haven't seen any really looked into the Killer Tune stuff. I know that it's just like turn 0 synchro summoning. But Hecka hands, like, yeah, like understandable. Maybe a little bit more because just like if it's just these two, you still have plenty of points for like other nasty things to like screw with your opponent. Cards that multiply excessively. Dodo Warrior from 0 to 70. That's seems kind of a. You look up what this Dodo deck. So I'm looking at that. Ace for K9, 0 to 20. Jokul, 15 to 33. Ripper, 20 to 30. Magician Souls from 0 to 15. So they're checking Dark Magician. Oh, Dark Magician. Apparently it does. Dodo Warriors. Send a Dodo monster from your deck to the graveyard. Special summon this card, becomes a level 4 with 18 attack. You can't special summon the extra deck for that says turn except exceeds. If this card is detached from an exceeds monster to activate its effect, add a Zubaba monster from your deck to your hand. So it's just a free summon and then a free search. Does that constitute going from 7 to 70? Probably just gotta look at the deck. Circular 0 to 15. Now circular is interesting because the math mix want like a lot of deal with the extra monster zone a lot. So like if since there's no extra monster zone, they're pretty much all free summons, right? Except this one is you pitch a mathmech monster, your deck to the graveyard. Except this one, special summon it from your hand, then you can only attack with one monster for the rest of the turn. If mathmech monster is normal, special summon to your field while you control this monster, add a mathmech spell or trap card. So it's already limited to one in the TCG, and then now that it's 15 points here, they probably could have went for some of the other ones that say if there's nothing in the extra monster zone, like Stigma. There's no monsters in extra monster zone, and this card's in your hand or graveyard, special summon it. Like that's just easy, right? I'm not Konami, so cards that insulate turn one combo. So Regulus 0 to 20, Designator from 10 to 20, and Rafflesia from 10 to 20. Powers, monsters. Lunalight Liger Dancer. This is already like a crazy rogue pick for standard TCG. So 0 to 51. So you just have the one copy and then you're limited to everything else. Uh, Rongo should just be 100 points because why are you allowing this to even exist? Like, if you want to make a Rongo deck, just make all your points be the Rongo. Rongo should have. Rongo was a mistake. Mech King Great Magnus 0 to 33. Okay, I don't know what Super Quantles really do. And a huge nerf to all the Pearlies. Noir 33. Uh, Pearly, Pearly went down. Sleeping Memory went down to 10, and Pearly went from 10 to 7. So they're compensating for putting Noir at 33. I mean, if you're still like a decent enough pilot for Pearly, like pretty much only need the one and then supplement the rest of your points. You can also just put in the Dark World engine. Readjusting extra deck cards that get you another card. Gaga Girl, Xyz 0 to 15. Big Gabunga 0 to 15. Entrance 33 to 20. Oh, here's something for punks. So 0 to 15. They should still put Mind Master with more points instead of one because Mind Master is so free in punk. Ridiculous. Galaxy Photon Dragon 0 to 15. Nash Knight 10 to 15. So another hit to vanquish Soul Canine. Zen Mighty 33 to 15. Honestly, this should just be at 0 because windups don't do anything. Even I'm pretty sure even in Genesis format with the amount of hand traps that exist now, windups just kind of flop in the water. Like just put carrier at 0. Like Hunter should be up there because Hunter is what causes the loop with like the hand ripping stuff because Hunter is the one that rips. Like you can blame carrier for like constantly getting stuff out, but without Hunter, you're not ripping any cards out. You're just summoning a bunch of Prima Mathmech, Albertarian, 0 to 20. That is the Xyz. So depending on how many materials you detach, you get a Mathmech card, level 4 monster, and a spell or trap. So yeah, sure. Like it's a like you're using 4 cards to get 3, but essentially 5 cards to get 3. But Mathmechs are so fast at doing that. You're just plussing. I'm pretty sure you could put it in with Killer Tune, but I'm not sure. Themes that weren't tempting. So Centurion from 5 to 2 and 3 to 1 for Trude and Primera. Fine, I guess. Pretty sure a lot of their extra deck monsters are hit, but I need to re-go through the list. The ninjas from 5 to 0. Ninjas are a decent like rogue pickup, so and you can do some damage with ninjas if you play correctly. Deception is Simple Spoils from 33 to 40, so just RIP Simple Spoils and White Forest. You're not gonna do anything with that. Ash and Poplar is 0. I need to look at the list and see what else Snake Eyes has available to them because I know Diabell and Deception, pretty much the Diabell and Deception, like you're already like nerfing yourself, so maybe you could take those out, but without the links too, you're not going anywhere. So I guess Ash and Poplar are just there. You could probably just turn into an engine of some kind. Not sure what Bonfire is at. I think it's at 33. The Hidden City, hey, Subterra Enjoyers, rise up. You got a free field spell now. Legionnaire 10 to 0. Legionnaire hasn't done anything since toss. even in current meta. Maybe you could do something with it, even though there's no dragon links. Set us Dragon's Light and Darkness. I had no idea what this card is. Asceticism is 10-0. That's fine. Give Anshien's Dojo. Uh, yeah, just give a bigger buff to 6 AMs. They can maybe do things, but I, yeah, you can't even like the infinite loop with Gaga Cowboy since you have no links. So you can probably just be controlly with them. Barrier of the Voiceless Voice. They got a buff, so their continuous spell is now 20. The Dear Servant down to 20. Fine. Uh, Lady Labyrinth. The Labyrinth getting a sort of a nerf, but they got Welcome and Big Welcome down to 20, so that's already 80 points if you just want to run of each. And then just like whatever random trap cards you want to. Phila Regalius 0 to 10, which is uh pretty fair, even though like Dragon Fusion and level 7 or Dragon higher during main phase. Target a card your opponent controls are in the graveyard, banish it, then if field, bounce a dragon monster you control to hand. Start a damage step. This card's in the graveyard. Bounce a dragon. In your hand or extra deck. You do special summon this card. Okay, so it's just recursion and just control. So understandable. Give it, give it the points because Dragon Maid does use it a lot. Speaking of Dragon Maid, Shu and Lady down to 10, Hiding down to 5. So yeah, Dragon Maid's all right. They're in a good spot. Emergence and Moye. So Emergence down to 10, so you could run 3 of those. And then Moye is at 3. Not sure about the other Sword Soul cards. And then most of the 10 stuff, like you don't have the link. So getting a normal, just having a normal monster. Ashuna from 13 to 3, fair. Danglong 33 to 20. Charge the Light Brigade 33 to 20. Just let Lightsworn do its thing. Lightsworn is not going to do anything in the year of our Lord 2025 going into 2020. Lightsworn is not going to do anything. Just put all the Lightsworn stuff at 0. And if I'm a fool for thinking that, let me know. Reweighing some point distributions. Wandering Griffin Rider from 20 to 50. Right, the adventure package is free. Pretty sure it's completely free. GB Tamer Editor from 33 to 80. Interesting. Proving Ground, their good ass spell, now free. Rejection 0. Crystron's from 3 to 5. Inclusion 33 to 25. And Smiger from 5 to 0. So maybe now you can play some Crystron K9 if you can fit it in there. And Steve Stern 0 to 5. So yeah, maybe you can fit like the K9 engine into Crystron. Do your thing though. Fallen the Virtuous 15 to 40. They really hate branded players out here. Like I get it's a really good card, but 40 points, and then Branded Fusion's already like 33 or 40. It's a lot of points. Can't we? Branded players are struggling in Genesys form. But Albion down to 5 points. Titaniclad down to 0. Brind 0. Granguinol 0. And Brigand 0. Dragon that Devours the Dogma 5. Sure. Like make the extra deck cheaper since you're not using the extra deck to like get free pops and searches with all of these, but Reddit players were struggling. Incoming Machine is now 33, so big ups for our Metalmorph players. Red as Black Full Metal Dragon. Mind, Incoming Machine to 0, Full Metal Dragon 33, so you can't abuse. Well, maybe you still can. Just all your points go into Full Metal Dragon, and not a lot of like non-engine. but everything else fine. And then light end and dark end simulation evaporation down to 1. I did see some people like taking this into like sort of a dragon build. It was interesting. Cool. Just 3 rank 8s. And generic housekeeping, assault synchron down to 1. Like, that's good for like the new Yusei stuff, and then the killer tunes. Change of heart down to 7. Snatch steal down to 5. Karma cannon to 3. This should honestly go higher because Karma cannon is a really, really annoying card even in TCG. So it's more more leeway for Labyrinth to like just abuse, or just like any stun variant of any deck. Impulse down to 20. Fair. Spiral down to 0. This card is already ass. Nobody cares about it. Duality to 3 points. That's fine. Foolish Barrel Goods 3 to 7. Sure. Premature Burial to 3. Monster Reborn to 5. Dimension Fusion 40 points. And Return from a Different Dimension 40 points. So a lot of the chaosy decks are like just a lot of banishing stuff. Loses out on. They get some more points if you build a deck right, I guess. Probably fit both of these for 80 points. But all in all, there's some good hits in here, some questionable ones, and then just future proofing. Killer Tunes and Hekahan. Droll and Lockbird needed this hit. If you say no, then you're a fucking fool. I don't care. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys liked the video. Peace out.